Hey, you there. Thank you for watching, and welcome to Forge the Lands Forever. Today, I have a 5v5 custom match here on the most amazing Neuroxis map generator. So let's go ahead and introduce our teams and our players, starting off with Team 1 here in the northwest corner of the map, ending with Team 2 in the southeast. I want to slow it down a little bit because we don't want to miss any of that early action, but going with the first player here on Team 1 in the southwest position, it is Babushka Lover going first land as an Aeon. He is in Tropical Ocean Blue, and he is a 1500. To his northeast in Snow White, we have Mutulal. He is going first land as a Cybran as an 1100. And in his northeast, we have Nod PC going first and second land as another Aeon for his team. He is in orange, the color orange, and he is a 1400. In the northwest, we have the Ruby Red player of Chuckle Buns going first land as a UEF. He is a 1400, and again, he is going first land. And last but not least, for Team 1 and the highest rated player on his team, it is the Amethyst Purple player of Average Smurf Enjoyer going first land as a Cybran here as a 1600. He's also in the rear guard air slot, so he probably will go second air as well. So for Team 1 side of things, we have 2 Aeon, 2 Cybran, 1 UEF, no Seraphim for Team 1. Down here in the southeast, starting off with the Rust player here on Team 2, it is Vulcan Lives going first land as a UEF, and he is a 1200. To his southeast in glow-in-the-dark green, it is Raw Legit going first land as a Seraphim, a 1700 player in this game, highest rated player in the game in general, in terms of this one at least. And again, he is going first land. To his west, another Seraphim is Maximus Triple X going first land in Chevy Crimson. He is a 1600. And the third Seraphim on Team 2 in Light Oak Tam, we have Beraji Savo Pokan. I think I'll call him BSP for short, going first land as I said a Seraphim and also as a 1500. And last but not least, for Team 2 in the Rear Air slot here for his team, going first land, second, third, fourth, fifth air, it is Arachnophobia. Hopefully he's not afraid of spiders, because there are a few units on the other team that very much do look like spiders. And he is an 1100 again, going first land in, that is Batman Gray. I was going to say Imperial Gray, but that is Batman Gray. So for Team 2 side of things, they have 1 UEF, and everyone else is Cybran, Seraphim, totaling 4. 4 Seraphim, apologies for that not miscalculation, misdirection, misnomer. I don't even know what to call that. Anyway, in terms of the reclaim currently on the map, we have 13,300 and some odd. So probably about 13.5 or so. Even at -2, we can see that number going down ever so slightly. With 10 players on the map, let's say 1.3k mass per player, just to average it out a little bit. That is not a whole lot, but it's a decent chunk. But it's not as much as players would want to have, but it's still something that's better than nothing. So, you know, again, it is better than nothing. And in terms of mass points currently showing, or at least the ones that can be conquered and claimed, we do see some action here in the middle between our two teams. Couple of Solans, but in terms of mass point layout, we have a dual mechs here in the middle, and a couple of quad mechs is here with some duels as well. We see more quad mechs. These ones will probably be fought over a lot because, well, they are on a lower plateau section of the map, and they also are not super far away from one another. So I can see this being a highly contested point of the map. Also, another issue will be these kind of entry points here in the east, because they are really good choke points, so players will probably grab those up as well. We do see a decent amount of mass in the southwest corner of the map as well. Tri-mech positions with a couple of dual mech positions in the south. I do hear a Selen firing off his rounds, firsting off a Spirit. Kills off that Spirit as well. So that Selen has gotten 3 kills, done a very good job so far. Going to go after another Spirit probably, but there is a tank on its butt, and it's going to get taken out maybe possibly by this scout out here from Team 1's orange player of Nod PC. Still avoiding a lot of incoming fire and actually getting 1 hit point a second regen as one veteran C. You can tell that thing has been alive for a while, and he is dodging back and forth, left and right. That hero Selen at this, very early point of the game in 3 minutes Go ahead and speed that up back to 0. And again, so for Team 1, they have no Seraphim comms, and for Team 2, they have no Cybern or Aeon comms. So will definitely be a discrepancy between that. It's essentially going to be Seraphim versus everyone else with 1 UEF on Team 2. We do see the comms, at least on the frontline players, for both teams going very far forward. Well, not very far forward, but decently far forward. The only ones not moving are the rearguard airside players for both teams and a frontline player of Team 1 being Nod PC. Will give a slight advantage to Vulcan Lives in the east for now, but it is shaping up to be a 2v1 scenario here in the middle. So Team 1 has a slight advantage in the middle. Team 2 has a slight advantage in the east. And this comm of Vulcan Lives is just going to keep on pushing forward. And he's not stopping. There's a nice radar he would love to take out if he notices a spirit comes into range and will be turning around and be shot at here pretty soon. Takes out that engineer without any issue. And there's a lot of spirits here as well. Didn't notice that for non-PC. Going to try to spam out his intel gathering operations. Of course, we have spy planes and interceptors running around the map at this point in the game. And it does look like a couple of Mantis did get behind Team 2's Maximus Triple X's front line, going after that quad mechs expansion. Was very very quick on getting that out. Unfortunately, all those mechs will die off. We'll just have to go back and reclaim those, unfortunately. It does look like the comm of Team 1's Mutulal is pushing very far forward into this fourth-line position of Maximus Triple X. He is not stopping anytime soon. Comm in base says Average Smurf and Joy. Yes, he is in the base, allowing Team 1 to understand that one of the comms is hanging back. That one should be going forward of Average Smurf and Joy. Maybe he's busy doing some eco or whatever the case may be. And again, Team 2 will be slightly disadvantaged in this engagement. But again, having a 1v1 for right now is actually pretty good for Team 2 because it's not a 2v1. And that's better than 1v1's better than the 2v1. We do see the comms in the southwest corner of the map starting to proliferate, starting to exercise their control over that section of the map. It's going to be some pod shots, kind of just back and forth posturing. Not really a whole lot going to go down over here for now. But we'll check back on that if anything spicy comes about. This is where most of the action is occurring, in the middle and in the north. Of course, we do have Vulcan and now Nod PC coming in to try to thwart Vulcan Lives' very, very frontline position. This factory did not finish, unfortunately, here for Vulcan. And it does look like that Selene of 1 veteran seat is still alive. Again, 1 hit point a second is better than none. Mutulaw's forces are being diminished pretty quickly. It is Seraphim versus Cybern. Cybern, of course, suffering from a lack in hit points versus the Seraphim variety. 8,500 left here for Maximus and 3,000. Mutulaw is very far forward. And this might be a very early kill here, maybe even sub 8 minutes, or even sub 7 minutes, I guess, at this point. And he is falling. There he goes. He is the first kill of this game. Sub 6.5 minutes. Very early kill. Went way too far forward without any support. And that is a kill for Team 2, dropping this game to a 5v4 in favor of Team 2. We do see Vulcan Lives has retreated slightly in the front lines in the northeast section of the map, but it does look like non-PC is coming in to meet him. It is a Aeon versus a UEF, meaning that the Aeon will eventually get the range advantage, but the UEF has the hit point advantage. And Vulcan still not deciding to build one facility or the other. Wants to push back non-PC, but he needs more forces on that front lines. He needs to reduce the incoming, or not the incoming, but he needs to reduce the travel time between facility and front line. We do see a couple of units on a run-by opportunity here in the east here for non-PC, so some sort of distraction will occur at some point here pretty soon, but Raw the Jet might have spotted that with the death of that engineer if Raw is paying attention. He already has T2 air at 7 minutes. We do see T2 air on the cards for the air player, going for T3 right now. And we do see, so in terms of that, Raw the Jet's a little bit behind, but he's not the air player. His teammate of Arachnophobia is, so he's not super trying to get to T3 as quickly as he can, but he's probably going to assist at some point in that air fight. We do see these units are outmatched in the east, and we do see Vulcan Lives has retreated with the comm of Not PC very healthy versus the comm of Vulcan. We do see, as in the middle, Maximus Triple X pushing into this western position, trying to deny the 4 mechs expansion for his opponent of Chucklebuns, or even just anybody else on Team 1. We do see, again, in the southwest, again, more posturing, just kind of running back and forth. They might attack, just directly, but with a lot of units here for Team 2, I don't think Team 1's Babushka is going to attack, at least as of right now. Going to range, going down here for Nod PC. Probably will go for speed and then range, but we'll see. It does look like units have been transferred over to Chuckle Buns. They were under the control of Average Smurf and Joy for a little bit. Got a couple extra mass per second, which will help that upgrade the T3 almost the way there, almost 2/3 of the way there, actually. T3 now on the cards here for Raw Legit. He is supplementing his air player, which he's just building a lot of T1 facilities, which isn't bad for spamming up, interceptors and air scouts very early on, but in a 5v5 or a 6v6 or a team game like this, you need to get the upgrade, especially if you're in the air slot, sooner rather than later. Maybe they switched positions. Maybe he's air, but obviously I don't know if that was mentioned in chat or anything. I don't think so. Poverty is the only thing that I really know about from Average Smurf and Joy. But in the East, advanced range, going, not the order that I usually would go in or see go in. Non-PC going for advanced range first, then speed. Wants to have the range advantage first. That's not a bad idea. Gun is now finished here for Vulcan. Now he's going to go for Nano. Chucklebuns has gun, and we see Maximus with nothing. He does have the Mechs position at least under his control, not claimed, but at least under his control. For now, of course, this is always a for now thing, or a if is good. I love that movie, the Hercules movie with those two demons under the service of Hades, and those guys are those guys, and like some of the stunts that Hercules does is just makes the movie for me. I don't know what it is, but the movie just it's a really fun movie, and it's from the good era of Disney. Anyway, we do see Nano has finished, and gun advance range almost done. If he doesn't go speed, I'm going to be flabbergasted, because why would you not go for speed when you have range? But now the units have been killed off for Maximus, and he's now in retreat, trying to stave off the incoming threat by going on the edge of this little ridge section. Team 1 is pressing the attack for Chucklebuns. He's going to split his forces just slightly to deal with the rest of whatever's over here and have his main force go this way. And yeah, that's not a bad idea if there were units here, but there's no units here. And so he should have just sent all of the units straight to the opponent. But, you can't really know that all the time, so I don't blame him for that. He's re-secured that position and will now force Team 2's Maximus XXX back once again. We do see that comm of Vulcan Lives pushing forward. That gun upgrade is almost done. Almost inching forward bit by bit. And now just with his comm, that's very risky here. 11 minutes in this game. Team 1 has T3. There we go. See, all those T's and those 3s throw me off. And in the East, T3 has almost been achieved for Team 2 as well. Though, slight advantage to Team 1. Maybe they'll go for a Strat Bomber. I don't know. But Vulcan Lives, again, very undermanned, underpowered, outgunned. Just not a good scenario. He does have Nano, which will help, but it won't do that much. Sending some units in. The Aurora have the the range on him for the most part, except for that gun upgrade, of course. But Nod PC definitely has the range. He doesn't have speed, so he can't. If he fired, I don't know if it's twice as fast, but it's pretty quick. He would definitely be able to throw Vulcan Lives off, but he hasn't gone for speed. That upgrade doesn't take super long. He could just sit there and do it right now and be done with it. But is again worry of this eastern side. We don't see any really more attacks coming out from him on this northeastern corner. We do see a large amount of units moving in to secure that position. And, of course, we see Chucklebuns, just going to sit here and hang out and not really worry about anything. It does look like he either gave those over to Babushka or let him build those. I think it was let him build those in this position. He's going for a tactical missile, and he has T2. Will we see the ability nuke here at 12.5 minutes in this game? Speed now underway here for Nod PC. So now he's going to go for that Aeon Sniper Comm. Units are moving in to encircle Team 1's Nod PC in this northeastern position move. There aren't a lot of defenses or units really to really thwart this advance. Upgrades are going on as we speak, so all this mass, if it is not defended, will go up in smoke. But it does look like units are moving in to assist. A lot of them actually being thrown from the front line backward. This does give an opportunity for Team 2's Vulcan Lives to push forward. He has a couple of Mongis, so a nice units with range, but I don't know if it's really going to do a whole lot, unfortunately. because that comm is surrounded by some shields and a couple of T2 units and some ascendants. So getting, you know, some defenses from the air. But we see a lot of T2 Ilshis on the western side here for Team 2's BSP Beta G. I think I'll call him Beta G. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm assuming that's a Russian name. The only reason I know how to pronounce Babushka is because I heard someone say Babushka, so I know how to pronounce it. I heard it like, I don't know how many times this guy was talking about, you know, Babushka, and I think he was talking about his grandmother. And anyways, you just said it a lot, so I know how to say it. Anyway, that upgrade does finish, and there goes that gun firing off very quickly. I do think it's about twice as fast, if not 2.5 times as fast. At least that's what it looks like, and he is getting nailed right now. Needs to keep moving. That artillery is constantly just drilling into him, and these Mongoose need to keep moving as well. Well, there goes 2 of them. They're dead. Never mind. We do have some Obsidians as well. Lots of HP and shields on those things. Oh, nice overcharge from non-PC, killing that last Mongoose. One of the reasons Vulcan is still pretty much fun is he has 2 veterancy versus the 1 veterancy here for his opponent. In the middle, it does look like Vulcan. Chocobuns has pushed back Maximus, and so he's trying to push back as well, but with a comm like that, he really needs to engage comm to comm. But only having gun, except, you know, that's about it. Not really great. He is getting a nice engagement on the, you know, just the edge of the army as he runs by. He doesn't want to just throw all of his units in, which he could at this point, but he doesn't want to. It's very interesting. We have some ASFs running around for Team 1 and Team 2. Don't know really what's going on with that, but they're just kind of running around. We do see, again, in the east, Team 2 making a decent amount of progress and will eventually force back the comm of Babushka if he doesn't deal with a horde of missile fire. These, Ethissas? No, don't know. We do see an intercepting force coming out from Chocobuns trying to, you know, stave off that retreat, but Maximus is dropped below 1,000. He needs a nice veterancy to really help his hit points. He does get it, gets back up to 3,000, will definitely assist in helping retreat, but he is dropping hit points very quickly. Needs an overcharge. Not where he probably should have done that. Would have killed off probably at least 3 or 4 tanks at a minimum, and that will probably kill him. Oh, it's going to be close. The comm from Team 1. Chocobuns is in range. He dodged the shot. Oh, but it doesn't matter. He's still dead anyways. And at 15.5 minutes, it's now a tie game here at a 4v4. Team 1 has clawed back. They're tied up once again, and they're sitting nice and pretty in the middle of the map. This is a full share game, as illustrated by the fact that Raw Legit got everything that Maximus owned. And the only really good thing going on for Team 2 is the southwestern side. The middle has pretty much fallen to Team 1, and the northeast, I mean, it's a little back and forth, so I can't say it's one way or the other. But Not PC is staying kind of on the other side of this little, I don't even know, the isthmus, or I don't even know what you would call this, like narrow neck of plateau. Anyway, and he is calling pretty quick. The Obsidians being very, very annoying. They're so annoying to deal with. They're a T2.5 unit just for their tankiness. Their shield makes them very annoying. It does look like the Obsidians will die off to a lot of concentrated fire, of course, because, you know, 1,000 of anything will kill anything. And it does look like there is a counterattack. T3 units in the form of Harbingers. This will be the saving grace here for Babushka on the western side. Advancing with his tech, forcing his opponent back with superior, at least, you know, firepower and technology. Eventually, of course, these will be whittled down by those annoying T2.5 Ilshis. Smurf even took your guys' core mexes, says Raw. Gifted. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in chat. Fine, he is 2,700. Kill him, strat, losing the strat, and still lost. Misunderstood the one comm message. Plus, I'm eating dinner. Yeah, it's playing with. Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of hard to eat my left one. I mean, oh yeah, that is hard because you can't. Okay, I don't know how many people use their mouse on the left-hand side. I don't. I use my mouse on my right-hand side. I don't know if that's a confirmed thing. If some people do use their mouse on their left hand and their keyboard on their right. I am a righty. Okay, but you know, you could get like a gaming mouse and you could eat with your left hand and then do some commands with your right hand, kind of thing. But anyway, anyway, shouldn't be eating dinner while playing FAF. Anyway, I get it. You're hungry. I'm kind of hungry while I'm casting this game as well. I know how it is. But I don't want to eat on the mic because I don't want to do that. But, yeah, anyway. I'm just ranting about eating dinner while playing FAF and then complaining that you died because you're playing with one hand. Well, don't play with one hand then. We do see Nod PC here. Just going to hang back. He's pushed a lot of these forces for Vulcan lives back. He's establishing a fire base here. And essentially it's just going to be, fire base wars with missiles for a while here. Kind of similar to what happened in the western side, or southwestern side at least. Team 2, I mean, they're starting to fight back in the middle, but with a couple of Ilshis versus some Mongeese and a bunch of other units, not really going to go that well. They obviously want to get the parachute, which they got, but I don't know if that was really worth it. We do see a drop with some engineers on board going for that reclaim. We have Average Smurf and Joy just scooping all of that reclaim on the map. He wants all of it, wants to pump out to his air grid, and he is doing so as we speak. He's actually split it in half, at least as of right now. He has his main HQ at this position, and he has a secondary one over there. Very interesting layout. Maybe we'll see if it works out for him or not. ASS for him just running around the map down south. Doesn't care. There is one Harbinger that got into the rear here. And Beta G needs to deal with this sooner rather than later. There's a couple of T2 Mechs that have one has already died, and a couple of them are severely under threat. Taking out that missile defense will definitely allow some missiles to come over the middle. I think we saw at least one missile launcher somewhere. I mean, the Com has one. Com of Chuckle Buns, but he's building some artillery as we speak. Actually, some AA artillery, to be fair. T2 on the way here for the rearguard airsoft player of Arachnophobia. He has his own T3 facility on the cards here. We do see Rob Legit just kind of hanging out over there. He's microing a bunch of this. A Cybran mobile missile launcher with a stealth, and what? Oh, it's just saying with a stealth and shield, and you should be fine, essentially. He's going after Mexes. I mean, he could go for Billy Nuke, and Billy Nuke would be a large investment, but it would bypass a lot of these early missile defenses because it takes multiple missiles, anti-missiles defenses to be able to deal with one Billy Nuke. I think it's like 4 or 5 shots, so one shot will not do it. A Volcano could do it, but Team 2 doesn't have Volcanoes because they don't have Aeon. So, I mean, he's launching missiles. He's doing a pretty good job, but obviously barely saves it there. That was very close to losing that T3 headquarters. Ooh, that was very, very close. They have TMD. There's Mutulel. Yes, at least even if you're going to eat dinner and you die, being the eyes in the skies definitely helps your teammate. Taking some load off of the brain function of constantly having to think. You kind of like alleviate a little bit of that. We have T1 bombers incoming here for Chuckle Buns going after those TMD. Is it going to be enough? Oh, this Moss Bomber will be enough, and he'll launch another missile once it's loaded. It's almost loaded. It's almost loaded. He's going to load it. He's going to fire it. He's going to do it. Going to do it. No, there it goes. It launches. It's actually going this way anyways. I don't know what it's going for. Maybe this T2 Mechs? Oh, no, just takes out the TMD anyways. Never mind. We have a drop inbound here from Team 1's Babushka, and most of them do get killed off. They killed all of them off, and the Harbinger looked like it was going to land, but it did not. Team 2's air defenses, or actually ASFs, I think it was able to deal with that incoming threat. Oh, there was an AA emplacement as well, so that also definitely assisted in that game. But Team 1 really running around with their ASFs, and Team 2's Raw Legit is punching through the front lines here against Chuckle Buns. There's really nothing now to defend this position, going after those facilities, taking out T2 Mexes. And they're going straight into the heart of Team 1's Chuckle Buns' base. That is very dangerous here. Building T1 PD to try to dissuade this incoming threat. There is one mobile missile launcher. There's a Viper, but against some Ilshi. Actually, these are Ilshis. These are Pillars and Ilshis. It's a mix of two. Oh, that's very Pillars and Ilshis. Oh, that's a deadly mix there. We have some T1 bombers being spanned up by the air player of Average Smurf and Joy, and some T1 as well in the rear here for Chuckle Buns. Does look like he has a secondary base as well, but this frontline base will be taken out very quickly. Not going to last very long, unfortunately, here for his team. But after this main position has been dealt with, he should be fine. If the units go west, they'll be fine. If they go north, it might be kind of troublesome. ASF do engage, trying to cover those units. here for Raw Legit. He's covering air and land. If there was water in this game, he'd be covering air, land, and sea. So that's just kind of how he's playing so far. That push does look like it does accomplish its, most of its goals. I would love to see that T2 headquarters be taken out. There is a T3, of course, up here, and that's UEF, though. This one's Cybern, so at least eliminating something is better than nothing, essentially because all those forces have been dealt with by the far superior Titans in terms of those Ilshis. But Ilshis still put up a threat. They are still annoying. So, don't think that you can automatically win with just Titans. But that T2 headquarters does get taken out. Does look like Raw Legit heard me from the ether. But at 23 minutes in this game, let's go over mass income. Currently, Team 2 at 600, almost. It's shifting constantly with reclaim and whatnot. Team 1, let's just say they're at 620. So Team 1 barely in the lead, but it keeps flip-flopping. So kind of a hard number to pin down. In terms of map control, it's Team 1 barely ahead, probably at 55%, maybe 60, and that's a little bit generous there. And 4v4, let me know down in the comments who you think is going to currently win. Hit that like button, hit that sub button as well. Thank you so much for doing so. Once I said that, I know that some people forget, and when I remind, just I say it normally throughout the game, I appreciate those who do hit that like button and subscribe, of course, because the more subscribers, the faster the channel grows. The faster the channel grows, the more just love that I feel from everyone. Thank you so much for your thanks, your comments, all of that. I'm very grateful for it, so thank you. We see a couple of T3 Suthanas on here, some T3 mobile artillery from the Seraphim variety going after this T1 Mechs expansion. Not really a whole lot, but 8 mass a second is better than letting them have that 8 mass a second, so something's better than nothing. So we're saying another T2 force coming out here from Raw Legit. We do see a lot of missile fire coming off of this. There are a couple of T1 PD here, so Raw Legit has to be very cautious of having units come into range of that. There's a decent amount of them, so it's going to be very careful with it. It does look like you can kind of pop up on this little peninsula position, which is very interesting here. Kind of a random little, chopped mountain section. Very, very interesting. But that artillery, not really the most accurate thing on the planet. Kind of goes very wide, so I feel like this T3 Seraphim artillery is better for like fire basing, taking out fire bases. But in the east, Raw Legit being attacked by a couple of Obsidians, but all 3 being instantly taken out by that overcharge. Calm took a little bit of damage, but nothing too much. Looks like there was a drop of some sort, which didn't really go very well. It was an opportunity. It was a snipe, but not really. We have, essentially a brand new Calm, fresh off the assembly line, new paint, a new coat of paint, all that jazz. T3 Titans going on the eastern side of this middle mountain, and we do see the units going to come in and intercept instead of going after this position. This is 4 T2 Mechs. Some of them are fully ringed, some of them are not. That's 9 mass a second. If they're fully ringed, that's 36 mass. You would deny Babushka. That'd be a heck of a lot of mass. Well, these units are falling back. It does look like he'll keep the missile launchers back to do exactly what I'm talking about, is taking out that position, which is definitely the smart thing to do. Even if these units come and respond, there are some Nothas coming in, dealing a decent blow to those Titans in the middle. Team 1 has to respond with air. They don't have air, so Team 2 is fully free to deal with what they want. But in the south, Team 1's Babushka has pushed back player of Beraji and is now in his main base trying to establish a front line. I do like there's a little plateau section. We can't, Team 1 or Team 2 can't go this way. They have to go through this narrow neck of land, which means it's a nice position to set up a chicken. And if that gets finished very quickly, these units are not long for this world, especially with those AoE cannons that those chickens have. In the northeast, it does look like Vulcan Lives has been pushed back a little bit further. Team 1 still exerting their power over the middle of the map. They have lost the mechs, though, so, that's something. You can kill that calm, says Mutalal. Green, you know how to use scatter attack. Oh, I think that's the distribute orders attack, right? I think that's what Maximus is talking about. I forget when they added that to the game, but I think it's like Shift G or something where you can attack, say, oh, I'm attacking this P-Gen. You have a bunch of bombers, or if you Shift G, they'll attack multiple pigeons. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I want to be corrected. I want to be correct, which is why I asked to be corrected. I don't want to spread false information. This is an assist channel. This is a channel that I talk about strategy. I talk about tactics to help everyone, including myself, because I have my own journey to becoming better at this game, and I want everyone, including myself, to know the right information to better prepare for future fighting and encounters and tactics and strategy and all that stuff. And obviously not just for this game, but for other games as well, which is why I try to branch into other games. They don't get as much support from everyone, but something is better than nothing, as I always say. But I love this. T3 artillery is in range to take out this T2 Mechs fully ringed. That's 9 mass. That is a nice grab here, and I don't think that's as much as they can get. Let's see. Let's check out the range here very quickly. Yeah, they can attack just barely that T2 Mechs, but again, something is better than nothing. It does look like these Harbingers from Babushka are coming into trying to cut off the resupply lines for Raw Legit in the middle. We do see the orange player of Not PC getting very bulky, getting a lot of shields online, getting a lot of protection online. The Quantum Gateway already established before 30 minutes. He's going for mass eco. Again, pumping out the air grid for the air grid player. Of course, same thing here for Raw Legit. I do see a chicken. I do hear a chicken. That's not the chicken I hear. Where is it? It's in the middle here for Raw Legit, pushing back these Harbingers. And unfortunately, those Harbingers are completely outmatched. There's a nice army here for Babushka to defend. He already has a Galactic Colossus almost over the halfway mark. So if Team 2's Beta G does not push, it will definitely allow Team 1 to just be able to defend. But it maybe looks like, it's going to be close. I think even Babushka thinks, even if they attack, I need to get out. And that is a smart idea. You want to be a little bit more cautious, because if you die, you're out. That's it. See you, bye. Your stuff gets given over to somebody else, but there's not much you can do at that point except be the man in the chair, not with 300 eco. What are they talking about? Not going to go around where... radar. Wait, hold on. What radar? Rod, do you want to build Artie? Not with 300. Okay, not with 300 eco. Okay, so it does look like Team 2 is going to start thinking about how to end the game before 30 minutes. Artie is in the questions, or maybe in the works at this point. Arachnophobia, going for ARAS and building a bunch of T2 PD, those Utashalas, to protect himself. We do. Although that is missile fire. I was like, no, are those artillery? That charger can't reach that far. That's missile fire. Oh, gonna take out that T3 headquarters. Got to get some TMD online, and some is being built as we speak. And that chicken is charging forth. It was used to defend the middle. Now it's being used to shove this in Team 1's faces. Non-PC is gonna be a nice recipient of a bunch of plasma fire in 3 different varieties. We have a rapid fire gun, a very slow firing gun but deals a lot of AoE damage, and a medium-sized, medium firing gun. I like the different types of weaponry on the chicken because it's nice for obviously different encounters depending on what you're facing. Man, having a bunch of those, especially with the Ion Storm, it's just deadly. But Team 2's Raw Legit is just going to shove it in in his throat specifically. And the best place to have it die is essentially a couple of T3 Pigeons or some T3 Mass Fabs. That would also be great. The Quantum Gateway is down. A couple of those T3 Rascoms. Doesn't look like they're going to survive. Oh, this one might. Oh, no, that one is down. And it still has a lot of health. It's in the green, has blood veterancy. There is a group of units here, a bunch of Titans here from Chuckle Buns to help mitigate any incoming forces. But this chicken needs to keep moving. Again, even if it dies, it needs to at least engage the T3 Mass Fabs, or at least the Pigeons or something, to be able to take out a lot of that health. But they got reclaimed. At least the Pigeon did. There are some reclaim orders possibly on the cards. Pigeon and Mass Fabs are being targeted with... Oh, it gets it. It got it off. The Titans are going to help finish off the chicken with the help of that Colossus, of course, but it's right next to some Pigeons. Not PC is not going to feel good. Oh, how's his eco doing with the loss of those Pigeons? Oh, he's going to suffer. Oh, it's going to hurt. Oh, it's going to hurt. Oh, now he's getting some overflow. But it's not feeling good. Needs some more T3 Pigeons somewhere on the map. Just doesn't matter where you put them, just put them somewhere. Does look like Chocobuns has made a point that those Titans are now under his control. But a couple of Strat Bombers came in to assist as well. But, oh, it's just essentially Nod PC will be out of the game for at least a little bit until he can recover his eco situation. That has given some reprieve here to Vulcan Lives as well, being able to push forward a little bit farther, being able to get some of those mexes that definitely he wants under his control. It has also allowed Raw Legit to push the middle a little more. In the southwest, it does look like Team 1's Babushka has pushed back Team 2's Betagy once again. There's 2 chickens here versus 1 Colossus. Is there a second one under the way? Oh, soon, but not right now, but soon. 2 versus 1. I will bet on the chickens every day of the week, but with this huge T3 army with a bunch of Harbingers, Ascendants, Shields, is looking kind of good for Team 1's Babushka, but we'll see. It's a lot. That's a big army. T2 mexes are being killed off by sniper bots. Slowly inching forward. Betagy is in the rear just with some D1E storages. That doesn't have bet. Okay, for some reason I thought I saw veterancy on those E storages. But we have a T3 off them. Just running around the map here. We have Fatboy fire coming in from the player of Chocobuns to his own base. Trying to take out that T3 Mechs. Will he get it? No. 434 hit points left. Will the artillery fire do it? Nope, they won't. That was very close. It needs like a Notha or 2 can kill that very easily. Just send a couple in. Do it. Do it, Raw Legit. You won't. Just a couple of Nothas to kill that thing. It's not being, repped back up. They're right. No, they're right. Oh, there's some anti-air right there. That's why one of them does get killed off. But in the middle, doesn't look like Raw Legit's going for another chicken. At least at the. Well, he's building another one, but he's not mass producing them. Will he start his artillery process? We did see it mentioned a couple of minutes ago in chat. We're approaching the 35-40 minute stage in this game where players start to build a lot of experimentals, even start to build other things too. But now we see that chicken. Sorry. Now we see those chickens sizing up that Colossus. And that Colossus is going, nah, I'm good. I'm going to go back here. So the T3 land army is going to lead the fight with the Colossus coming in from the rear. Scout for Nuke says Mutalal. That's always a good idea. Lots of Harbingers running around. Lots of things to deal with for Team 2's player of Betagy. We do see Arachnophobia kind of just playing more of a passive game. Kind of hanging out, building some shields to defend his air base. Is getting a bunch of Volthus up. Very interesting. Going to probably help out the Western player of Betagy on defense. Has a lot of them actually. Has a nice little. That's a nice little shape. Kind of looks like a like an angel almost. Does look like something. Or the oh, I don't know what it's called, but it's that three. It's like a French thing, like a 3 clover looking thing. I know there's a word for it. I don't know what the word for it is. I always forget what the word for it is, but it's used in a lot of architectural designs. That's what that reminded me of. Tactical Nuke on the way here for Vulcan Lives. He's gone for a tactical missile first. That is the Billy Nuke. Did Team 1's Chocobuns go for it? Where is his comm? It is way back in the rear. It is not. I forget what the icon. No, that's the same icon. It should be like a nuke symbol, I think, behind it. But there is a Fatboy in the east. Will definitely push back Team 1's Nod PC. Trying to recover with his own P-gens, but is struggling to do so. It's kind of hard to build up once you have so many structures that are just sapping away your eco, especially your power. Getting energy from your teammates is nice, but it only lasts for so long. You need donated P-gens essentially, which, I mean, average Smurf enjoyer doesn't have that much. Babushka, do you have enough? No. Chocobuns, slight, kind of, but not really. And of course, Nod PC still struggling to get back online. So not really anybody on Team 1 has enough to really give over to somebody else. But we have a monkey, a Colossus, and a Fatboy. All we need is a chicken, and we have most of the land experimentals in the game. Just kind of situated right here. We need a crab. And, oh, never mind. There's a crab back here. We need a crab and a chicken, but Team 1 doesn't have access to Seraphim units because no one picked Seraphim. So we could have had the spice of life, the variety spice of life, but no, somebody didn't have to pick Seraphim. No. T2 Artie says Maximus. What? Oh, it's saying build T2 Artie. I think that's what he's getting at. Lots of Volthus have come in, but there is, of course, a lot of T3 Cougars behind these Fatboys. Is the Fatboy producing? Yes, he is. He's producing something. Yeah, he's producing engineers, but it's better than nothing. Whoa, it should be producing flak. But anyway, at least he's producing something. A Fatboy is a Fatboy mobile factory. Mobile being the key word. It used to not be that way. We had to be stuck not being able to move while he built stuff, but now they changed it so he can build all on the move. And it makes it very, very convenient. And that Fatboy is pushing that advantage with a Fatboy on the ridge line here for Team 2's Vulcan Lives, trying to shove that Fatboy back. The Fatboy is retreating in the face of that, but the Crab and the Colossus and the Monkey are going to go straight for him. ASFs are coming in to assist as well, staying right in front of those T3 and T2 AA units and trying to draw in Team 2's Air Forces and other. Well, there's a lot of Nothas too. They will probably go after the Fatboy. That would be the best idea. And then after that, maybe they'll go after the Colossus. The Colossus looks like is going to be given the order to attack. There is a chicken down here, and they are attacking as we speak. Kind of can get everybody in frame, but it's not exactly the best picture in terms of all the land experimentals. But the Colossus is being chewed up by those Volthus. We still have a bunch not engaging. They need to come around on this northwestern side, but that's where the AA is. Billy Nuke is inbound. How much damage will it do? Kaboom! Almost kills the Fatboy. One more Billy Nuke will kill that Fatboy. That Colossus is suffering very, very much. Dropping below almost 10,000 hit points. It is not going anywhere. That thing is DED on the doorstep of Team 2. And that Fatboy looks like it was killed by Nothas. It looks like Nothas do die in that engagement. The Volthus are going to get chewed up by that AA, but they're going to go after that Fatboy, that Monkey Lord. It's not going to work out. Oh, get a couple of pot shots off, but not a lot. Team 2 has now had a huge amount of momentum being pumped into their veins. The chicken is moving forward against the Megalith. I feel like at this point, those Volthus should have come after that Megalith. But anyway, there are some. Thought I saw some Nothas in there. I guess there's not. Are there any more Volthus for Team 2? There's a couple, but not that many. T3 strats would be better at this point. But it does look like a chicken is chasing a crab. The chicken, very interesting. The crab could have just, bit the chicken in the nose, but, or the beak, not the nose. But the Megalith trying to use the environment to his advantage and get behind it. Does do a great job of that, and then we'll try to cut around as well. Team 1 has fallen back. Their the Fatboy is dead. Their Colossus is dead. The Monkey Lord is almost dead. And the chicken and Megalith will engage, but it just control K's at not giving a veterancy to that chicken. Oh, a little salty there, but doesn't want to give veterancy to the chicken. I don't blame Team 1's average Smurf enjoyer in that regard. But this is just, wow, that push did not work. It killed a couple of mechs, a couple of facilities, but that is it. T2 artillery now being built to, again, create some sort of exclusion zone. A lot of gunships, whalers. Not the best for taking out ground units, but also not the worst. Restorers would be worse. We do have some ASFs coming in from Team 2's Arachnophobia. Luckily, the Spider Bot is being dealt with almost being dealt with. And the ASFs will maybe possibly... Nope. Either player does not want to engage. Strat Bombers are amassing here to the west. Those look like they might go after the chicken, or they might go in deep. The push to the south isn't going the way that Team 1's Babushka is really thinking it is. T2 artillery is being built for defense, as well as T2 miasmas, so it's just going to be a fire-based war. Not really going to be very much entertaining. There are now 2 Colossus here versus 3 chickens. Ooh, that's an interesting amount. Ooh, I don't know. I feel like if at least one of the chickens gets in close to the Colossus, I feel like the chickens would win. If they don't, I feel like the Colossus would win, especially with a third on its way. Those look like that push might start to occur. ASF fight kind of possibly, maybe, possibly not starting. But the Harbingers are given the order to engage. The chickens will move forward to help assist with defenses. More and more artillery being built, and they're assisting the shield to defend. The Colossus goes, nope. Nope, not going that way. Nope, not going that way. Oh, Sniper Bot got hit by artillery. Ooh, that's got to hurt. The shield was down at the moment. Does look like Team 1 is really much suffering. That's a lot of artillery. That's a lot. And even though I would suggest using the ringing of the pigeons for adjacency, just the amount of firepower, it doesn't even matter at this point. Even if they could be firing maybe even twice as fast, it doesn't even matter. With all that, doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. It's a lot of artillery. Again, just a lot of T2 artillery just everywhere here for both teams. And maybe they're thinking about T3. Oh, maybe. Oh, there it is. T3 artillery has been started here for Team 2's Royal Legit in the East at 41 minutes in this game. Team 1, have you started? Oh, that's a possible T3 artillery position. Possibly. Another Fatboy being built by Chuckle Buns. We have in the rear. No. Oh, we do see a Disruptor coming online. So at least both teams in some regard are going for T3 artillery. The Colossus are pushing through that narrow neck of land. And one chicken has died, but it's died in the optimal spot in the way of those incoming units. A Colossus has already died. And that Ion Storm is forcing those units back. This is a great engagement here for Team 2's Beta G, and that's a lot of mass to scoop up. AS fights do come in and help deal with those ASFs and those Volthers and those Nothas, but honestly, fight was already lost. That's actually, no, all three. I didn't notice the third one. All three of them are dead for one chicken. That is a great exchange for Team 2. That is a lot of mass. Need those engineers building those shields, spamming up T1 land factories to help build those engineers to scoop up all that mass, funnel it into something else. The ASFs for Team 1's average Smurf and Jur are sitting by very closely. A couple of AA placements would definitely annoy, and artillery firing definitely not the good placement to put those. If those ASFs are immediately called to retreat, and this is incredibly boosted the morale here for Beta G. One chicken versus one Colossus so far, but a bunch of Harbingers coming to assist. There's not a lot of support here from these Othams for Team 2, not a lot of supporting T3 units, but multiple barrages into that Colossus, as well as artillery fire constantly hitting the side of that thing. It will kill one chicken most likely, at least assisting the Harbingers at least. But, gets one veteran scene. The chicken retreats. No, kill the Colossus. No, oh, there it goes. The Colossus is dead. The Ion Storm engages, and all those Harbingers go to chase that chicken, but it almost got a rank in veterancy. That's ridiculous. It was halfway to getting a rank in veterancy. That is, didn't know they could do that. But don't know. I don't know if that counts or not. Let me know down in the comments if you've ever seen an Iron Storm gain veterancy. But Billy Nuke here in the East, incoming force with a couple of Fatboys, a Fatboy and a Monkey Lord. Again, same strategy happened in the West, but that Fatboy still online for Team 2's Vulcan Lives, as well as his Billy Nuke Calm, and it's severely diminished the momentum here for Team 1 on this narrow neck of land. And another narrow neck of land. That is a rough engagement there here for Team 1. Multiple engagements have failed. The South, the Middle, and the now North. North isn't that bad. They haven't lost a lot, but the attack failed, and that's kind of important because you damage the morale and all of that. Not that these units feel morale or anything, but we do have a chicken versus a Colossus. It's a 3-star chicken versus a 0-star Colossus. With all those hit points, I think it will make the difference. 95 hit points a second versus 10. There are some Othams and Sniper bots engaging as well. Dropping below 30,000, dropping below 25,000. Shield comes in to assist, but dealing with some of those hit points will be enough, I feel like. There it goes, another veterancy for that chicken. 120 hit points, a second regen. And that chicken is going to churn through these southern defenses here for Babushka at 45, or almost 45 minutes in this game. Team 1 is going to try the attack once again. They have to be wary of that Billy Nuke, though. Where is that? Oh, the Gom's over here. It is almost loaded. He does have a lot of assistance building those Billy Nukes. He's done a decent amount of damage to experimentals with that thing. So, defensive calm. Usually seen that more of an offensive thing, but again, it works both ways. T3 artillery has been finished here for the highest rate of play on Team 2 and in the game. We're all legit. And let's see, anything in the north? Nope. How's that Disruptor going? It's almost in the green, so it's barely... Oh, it's using T1 P-Gens. Oh, not as good of a adjacency bonus in that regard. A little bit disappointing, but you have the added bonus of if those P-Gens explode, it's not as bad as if T3 P-Gens explode. So it is another Colossus coming off that front line. More shields coming in to assist the protection of this chicken. And we have engineers scooping up mass as we speak. The chicken, oh, I don't know if it's going to have enough shields and other units to support. These sniper bots are not in range to engage. The chicken is dropping into the red, sub 20,000 hit points. The Galactic Colossus might be able to kill this chicken off. The engineers are assisting the repair of the chicken, and that chicken kills him off. Again, now a 5-star chicken. 94,000 mass killed for that one singular chicken. That chicken is being a beast on that southern side of the map here for Team 2. And we have artillery. Oh, no, we have a second artillery? Oh, it's a Duke. Very interesting. Oh, I like this layout with all the Team 1 PD. I kind of like that. Arachnophobia builds. There she is. There she is, the Awasha bomber. And that artillery is raining in onto that disruptor. Disruptor is almost online. Shields are failing as we speak. Team 1 needs to get more shields online, because you can never have enough shields. Another Billy Nuke goes off. The Fatboy producing some engineers. What's up with the engineers? Produce something else. I know the engineers are cheap, but still. We have a Fatboy and a Monkey Lord trying to intercept the Fatboy that was on the ridge line. Not really going to do a whole job. Team 1 is doing a lot of effort to force this eastern side down, but they've lost a lot of this western side to Team 2. And there goes that Awasha bomber coming in. The chicken will retreat in the face of that Colossus, but he is losing hit points by the 1,000 to those sniper bots. Oh, it's already in the yellow. Maybe Team 2 is trying to draw the attention of those ASFs. That would be a great engagement for Team 2, is using the bomber as a decoy to take out all the ASFs and gain air control. Hopefully air dominance for them, most likely, but at least air control at the minimum. Artillery raining into the air base, taking out all those mass fabs. Not a lot of mass fabs, but still a decent amount. Oh, it's going to hurt. Oh, got the reclaim motor off just in time with this one singular hive. Oh, but won't get the second one, unfortunately. Oh, it's got to hurt. Now pull GC back, says Mutulao. That GC is pushing forward, taking out those sniper bots, but there's a new chicken off, that newly minted off the front lines. Another Colossus is coming in. Artillery raining in onto this singular Colossus. Did get one rank in veterancy, but against 2 chickens. Definitely a bet on those chickens, especially the hero chicken of 99,000 mass killed. And that artillery is being punctured, or at least the shields are. And not letting up. There it goes. Oh, trying to keep the shields online. Average Smurf and Joy is actually in the middle of no shields. Definitely not the placement I would want to be in. Team 2's artillery doesn't have a lot of shields, but is building a second one as we speak, and more shielding as well. The love to see that. The first Colossus is down, but the second, the hero chicken, will you survive? Will you get out of range? Sub 3,000, sub 2,000. Oh, he's down. The hero chicken is down, but gets the last ball off. Will it be enough to thwart this incoming Colossus? I think it will with all the additional fire. It's sad to see the hero chicken go down, but the chicken will get a nice veterancy, try to seek avenge and revenge for his chicken brethren. Shield is falling quite... it's not looking good. More shields are being spammed up as quickly as they can be by Avid Smurf and Joy, but oh, an emitter is down. That pigeon is not going to feel good. Need those shields back online. Artillery missing to the west. Oh, they're coming on and off. That one disruptor still staying online, but more shields are going down. Some of the pigeons are down, which means the rate of fire for that artillery is going down. Oh, I hear the Awasha bomber somewhere. Where is it? It's in the middle. It almost gets shot down. Oh, it does get shot down, but it's in friendly territory. The engineers do survive. Actually, I thought I was going to land close to them, but a lot of engineers nearby to scoop up that reclaim. Does throw down the assault just a tiny bit. How's the artillery doing? It's not doing good. Shields are going down. Average Smurf and Joy is next to a pigeon. Definitely not the place you should be for that. Oh, takes out more shields and more hit points on that disruptor. There are a decent amount of strap bombers built in the rear. Actually, there are a lot of them, actually. Team 1 does have that in their pocket, but they have a Colossus to deal with coming forth. Oh, impacts that Colossus directly. The comm has to get out of dodge if it hasn't already. He was building a Novax, lots of Ravagers, lots of things. ASF need to move. That is a lot of incoming fire. And we have a Monkey Lord in the front here for Team 2. Team 2's Average Smurf, not Average Smurf, enjoy it. Rob Legend needs to micro these units and take out that Monkey Lord, but this Colossus is inbound for those artillery. I think this Duke might be under threat. The SMD is, though. How's the artillery here for Team 1's Average Smurf? The shields are going down, but they're it's off and on, but they're staying online for now. But it's not looking good. How's the Colossus doing? It is taken out shortly before that Duke, but takes out all of those. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, that mass and energy just wiped out in an instant. The south is just a graveyard of chickens and colossi. Not really a pretty sight there, especially with the hero chicken now dead. The chicken in the middle valiantly tried to hold off that megalith, but still hasn't been able to take that out as of yet. Artillery in the north still hasn't been able to take out the disruptor. Average Smurf and Joy is holding off that artillery, but now there's 3 of them firing at him. That's definitely not something he wants to deal with. Not really a lot of shields still online, though. Actually, there's not 3. There's 2. It looked like there was 3. Is there a third one that I just don't know about? Is this a... No, that was... No, those were... No, that was Mass FAF. Oh, it just looks like there's 3. That's what it is. But, ooh, that was a good one. Oh, that's another good one, taking out 3 more emitters. Constantly trying to stave off the incoming attack. Oh, it takes out even more and more build power. That's a crucial thing. Not a lot of build power means those shields don't come up as much, which means it's not looking good for that disruptor. But there is attack in the middle, and this is really going well here for Team 1. They are redeeming themselves from the earlier incursion. Norther's coming inbound to take out that Fatboy. Will it be enough? Will the artillery be enough? Will the chicken be enough? The chicken will be enough. The chicken has eliminated the Fatboy. There's now a Monkey Lord nearby. Need to turn the... Don't turn that way. Need to... Nope. Bad engagement. Bad engagement. There you go. Turn that around. There you go. Monkey Lord goes, oh, that's a lot of stuff here. I need to get out of range of that. That's not good. Oh, that's got to hurt. And artillery fire as well. Definitely doesn't help the situation. And that Monkey Lord is down. How's the artillery doing? It has been taken offline. That took a while, but Team 2 is going to breathe a sigh of relief for now. The base here for... Who is that? That's Vulcan Lives. Really struggling here. The second artillery almost done here for Raw Legit. We've seen almost everything so far except any sort of experimental T4 game enders. Emissary coming online. Almost very, very nice artillery. And it does look like somebody has noticed them. Next, artillery, I think. Yep, that is definitely what I would think. And impacts the shields. Aeon shields are the worst in the game, so take that with a grain of salt, of course, because I don't play Aeon as much, but that's just what I've been told. I would take Cybran over Aeon. At least that was the conversation that was brought up to me. Aeon, Cybran, UEF, and Seraphim from worst to best. But we have another Colossus. Man, these 2 players are just pumping out chickens and pumping out Colossus. Must be some interesting breeding programs going down there. But we have artillery still attacking the air grid in the rear. I mean, it's nice to take it out, but there's a giant thing called a emissary that they need to deal with. There is some shots. They take out a pigeon and a bunch of mass fabs in that engagement as well. As I say something, the caster curse. It does look like the artillery is now focusing on... Well, nah. I don't know, because the artillery coming out from Morale Legit is focusing on the air grid. And the artillery coming out from Vulcan is focusing on the other artillery. They're not going to crack that amount of shields. Especially if Team 1 gets another emissary online. I get it, you want to cripple the air player, which you've done a decent job of that. But, I don't know. I don't know if it's really worth it at this point. Fatboy in the middle, kind of exerting some pressure with a Monkey Lord 4 assist. Arachnophobia hasn't really had to encounter the Spider-Bot itself, so his arachnophobia has been satiated. I think it's satiated for now. But, that can always pop up. He is building his own chicken and building his own nuke launcher. Very interesting. I would focus on one project and then the other, but that's just me. Babushka, how much reclaimed? Well, let's see. Babushka has... only 54,000. That is not a lot of reclaim considering. And Team 2 and Team 1 are actually considering really close to one another in terms of reclaim. Only about 20,000 separating the 2 teams. In terms of mass per second, Team 1 heavily ahead, 1.9 versus 1.2. And 3.3 million mass accrued versus 2.9. 400,000 mass more. Almost 2 paragons worth of mass. And that artillery it's not looking good here for Team 1. Shields are starting to collapse. There's T2 and T3, I think. Yep, a couple of T2s. And the T2s are in the inner ring, or most of them are, and the T3 are on the outer ring. But almost taking out another Pigeon's definitely not going to help. This should have been a shield, not a factory. But it's impacting the shield still, so the T3 still keeping that artillery online. But now, it's just kind of bleeding over to the west. Oh, that's going to hurt. Hitting those mass FAFs. I guess they're essentially mass FAFs, those SACUs, RASCOMs specifically. But it does look like all of the artillery is focusing on that point. Team 1 did take out the Duke, so it's now a 2v1 versus a 3v1. So if we take that any day of the week. A couple of engineers being thrown to the front lines to scoop up reclaim, and a huge amount of spy planes. Team 2 wants to know. And this is how you spy plane, but that position gets annihilated by those RASCOMs exploding and artillery raining in. The second artillery emplacement is no more. And a bunch of attacks happening once again. Defend the Helm. And the chicken is brought forth to assist with sacrificing itself for the cause. And man, run. They're throwing chickens at us. Run. Oh, man. Both dudes are just churning through those Colossi, assisting the chickens, of course. But Team 2's players of Arachnophobia and Beta G are doing very well, kind of helping one another. Well, it's the air player helping out the land player. But essentially, we have two kind of sections in this game in terms of teamwork. We have the northeast section of Team 2, focusing on the middle and the north, or the east. And we have the southern section of Team 2, focusing on the west directly. So it's a big props to Babushka holding off 2 comms. So doing a very good job at that. But and that's a lot of back and forth. But there is some assistance from Team 2's Raw Legit once in a while. But it's mainly just been the airplane of Arachnophobia. A couple of some spy planes coming in to assist. But a nice Monkey Lord on the eastern approach here for Team 1's Chuckle Buns. And is trying to go for this position, or at least trying to get in deep for this T3 artillery position. Wants to take that out, but I don't think it's going to last very long. There is 2 chickens coming into a deal with this push, as well as that's a lot of ASF. That's not what I thought they were. Is that it? The Monkey Lord might be close enough to take out the P-Gens. We have a bunch of Utashalas being spammed up by Team 2's Raw Legit. Shields are going down. They're repping up the artillery to try to keep it online. Lots of T2 PD in the rear. That Monkey Lord is coming into range of those. Oh, and a lot of Perseus as well. That Monkey Lord did not get anywhere. Unfortunately, there's a lot of firepower coming off of those high alpha damage units. And the artillery here for Team 1 has been vanquished in just in the nick of time. So Team 2 in the lead with that artillery. And honestly, right now, their saving grace is this southern approach. And with all the chickens and the whatnot, giving all this mass to both teams, it's not really going anywhere one way or the other. A bunch of artillery just running straight. Actually, the artillery is being ran over by that Colossus. Doesn't even care. All the humanity, all the engineer deaths, the humanity, get out of the way! All those engineer deaths. Ow. That's what I have to say to that. This is, yes, very, very good sentiment here from Mutilal. Very strange game. You have a narrow neck of land holding off chickens and holding off Colossus. A bunch of engineers dying to a fallen Colossus. Just a lot of things that happened. Multiple pushes down the middle, multiple pushes in the east. Team 1 just exerting their control over the map now. Watch for Strat Bomber from the top, says Maximus. I don't see them. A couple of them back there, but I don't see a lot of them. ASF's moving in down here for some reason. They're out of position. More Volthus. That is a lot of... Wow. That's a lot. That is a lot. That's a lot. That is a lot of stuff. Nuke, says Mutual. Yes, there is a nuke. It's almost online. It's taking a minute, though. More shields are being built up to defend it. But that's not really Team 2's main focus. Artillery is and defense is. Team 1 is coming to them, which means the mass resides on their side of the field. All Team 2 has to do is go, oh, you attacked? Oh, okay, scoop that mass up. Oh, you attacked? Oh, scoop that mass up. What is already target, says Vulcan Lives. That's not a bad target, taking out a bunch of RASCOMs for Nod PC. I mean, the main threat in terms of Team 1 The air grid isn't terribly big. There's a nice ASF forest, but the air grid isn't terrible. Maybe it's Chuckabuns with all of his experimentals just rushing the front line, but that's just a lot of mass for Team 2 to scoop up. So probably not. Chicken does get killed off, but a crab gets killed off, and now another monkey lord will be killed off. These units are not engaging. They're all anti-air. I think the chicken was control K'd as well, so not the chicken, the monkey was control K'd. This position needs to be taken out sooner or later for Team 2. And artillery, yep, it's going after that. Taking out Rascoms, that is a good idea. Trying to assist the shields, take out the Pigeons once again here for Nod PC. He's just suffering. I just want to say this. Nod PC is suffering this game. He's taken a lot of abuse. Granted, he made himself a big target, to be fair. But, you know, taking out those Pigeons, and now all his artillery is gone, and they're still targeting his Pigeons and his Quantum Gateway. He's just suffering this game. This is an interesting tactic here from Chucklebuns, building a bunch of PD and artillery. Just a combined T1, T2, and T3, because he is UEF, so he has access to those Ravagers. Aim for SMD, says Raw Legit. Back black, you hear... Oh, talking about Arachnophobia. He's kind of here, I guess. Vulcan, send your ACU to left side to TML the T2 Arty. And that'd be interesting to watch. Send his comm over there. He is... Oh, that's the wrong orange. I mean, that's his range in terms of his Billy Nuke. So that's a lot of range. I mean, it's a pretty small map. It's probably about 12 or 13, to be honest with you. Oh. We do see... Is that? Oh, I thought I saw T3 already going after this. I'm like, what is wrong? What? Why? Fatboy approaching in the east, though, but it's all by its lonesome. Has a couple of assisting forces with some bricks and bouncers, but... I don't know. It's a lot of shots coming in from those artillery platforms. Chuckabun says protect. Well, he got gifted over some units, but I don't know if that's really going to go his way. Still, these Colossus are still trying to puncture this base, and still, Beta G goes, no, this is mine. Go away. Helm's deep up in here at this point. Jeez. Billy Nuke gets hit by... Billy Nuke. Fatboy gets hit by Billy Nuke, almost getting killed off. Less than 400 hit points left. Will force the Fatboy back. One more Billy Nuke will kill it off. A host of T3 anti-air moving in to cover that Fatboy, but I don't know if that's going to last very long. Nuke here says we're all legit. Yeah, it's definitely a good idea. And with some shields. With some defense satellite nonsense with those Novaxes. That's a lot of issues for Team 1 to deal with. A bunch of spy planes coming in to get a nice view on the battlefield. They're the bombers. They see them. They have to move now. And be forced back once again. And Team 2 is still holding on. We even have some T1 facilities out here from Raw Legit, probably for reclaim-related stuff. A lot of AA coverage, though. Nothing is coming in from this northwestern side. Essentially, it's essentially Helm's Deep. There's just a bunker on the side of a mountain, and it's not going to go anywhere. There needs to just be a secret bomb that goes off in the little hole in the wall, blow it up, kind of thing. But yep, that Fatboy's producing some engineers once again. What's up with him and those engineers? Getting some TMD missiles, anti-missile weapon platforms to be able to defend against those Billy Nukes. But how's that nuke going? I think Team 2's player of Raw Legit has decided to go for a different target, hence the conversation about, you know, nuking this. And what's nice about that is he said, okay, you nuke this, I'll shoot at something else. What I see a lot of players do is they say, oh, let's nuke this, but I'll keep shooting at this. I mean, even though there's no SMD here, which normally there usually is, to be fair. They'll still fire at this. The nuke will still come in, and that's, 20, 30 shots that could have come into somewhere else, which is why he's targeting this base over here to the west. There is an SMD, which I don't know if there's enough cover. No, it's too far away. There's no way. Attack is happening once again in the east, but there's a lot of PD. There is a Colossus as well. Those Ravagers are just being denied entry, especially in the south. They're being denied entry. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Colossus versus 1, 2, 3, 4 chickens with a bunch of artillery. I would suggest at this point getting some T2 artillery, but look at this. Team 2's Better G goes, I'll just send one chicken in. They'll instantly kill it, and then they'll suffer the Ion Storm, and then die. And second chicken will be sent to the front lines as well. But those Colossus are not stopping. They are not stopping anytime soon, trying to mess with the pathfinding as well to force the Ion Storm to deal massive amounts of damage. Voltus come in over the top of that mountain. Nice engagement there. First Colossus is down. Second Colossus is down. Second chicken is down, which means another Ion Storm. Oh, third Colossus about to die to that Ion Storm. It's right on top of it. Oh, that's gotta hurt. And then fourth Colossus is down. And fifth Colossus is down with the sixth one on the way. Definitely should pull that back. Not the best engagement, especially running into two Ion Storms. Not the best engagement there. Ion Storm is singeing his butt right there. Ooh. 2,000 hit points. Oh, almost 3. Ouch. 3,000 hit points just gone, sucked away by that Ion Storm. Ouch. Like some serious third-degree burns over there. Artillery is close enough to take out the Fatboy, so the Fatboy should be pulled back just a little bit. He's trying to take out the defenses, though, and Percy's are being, collateral damage there. Another nuke for Team 2, and it's almost loaded here for Wild Legit. What's his eco like? Only 400? Wow, that's not as much as I thought it would be. And there goes the nuke. Where is it going? It's not going for the target that they said they would go after. It's going after this position. A SMD has been destroyed. It's taking out the, I guess, the experimental producing facility, I guess is what I would call that. Should have went after this, but anyway. That was Helm's Deep right there. Jeez. Oh, man, that is a lot of dead stuff. But the nuke goes off. First nuke of the game. 1 hour, 4 minutes in this game. Kaboom! I mean, the ability nuke kind of counts, but it doesn't. It doesn't count. Use your strat, says Mutulao. That's probably a good idea. Here they come. They are inbound. We have some ASFs guarding the passageway, and a lot of SMD, AA as well. Some of the strat bombers look like they will get through, but not a lot. They're going after the comma Beta G, I guess. There he goes. Oh, he's suffering. He needs to keep moving. Oh, dropping into the low yellow. More strat bombs are inbound. Oh, they missed just barely. 12,000 hit points left, essentially. Another strat bomber. Is there any more? No, the comm is protected. Oh, and there goes the comm of Babushka. He control Ks. Looks like he's being the target of some artillery. Oh, he died to P-gens. He didn't control K officially. Boom. Not a boom. Not Thank you. That was the perfect sentiment with that. Boom. Dead. Master of Yothothas is invincible, says Beta G. Yes, Master of Chickens is invincible. Can you give me some mass? I think he's trying to load his nuke. His nuke is very far forward, to be fair. It's almost loaded, though. It's about to finish right now. Nuke, more like Babushka, was turtle visioned on that fire base. Pretty much. Kept dumping mass. Yes, dumped a lot of mass. To be fair, Team 2's Better G did as well, but it was on his side of the map most of the part. Anyways, drop bombers have been found out by a huge wave of spy planes. That is a lot. I thought that was an ASF force, and I thought that maybe Team 1 thought that as well. 240,000 mass reclaim. Better G did great. Better G did really great. Honestly, he's close for MVP. Honestly, right now he's very close in my mind for MVP. If he kills a comm or something, that's definitely MVP. Well, I mean, killing a comm isn't the only measure of a great player, but definitely helps. Scath is being started. It is in the yellow. It's about to cross 50%, so this might be Team 1's way back in this game. But Team 2 knows about it, which is worse for them, obviously. Still no SMD here. Very weird. They're building their own nuke launcher, but no SMD. That's kind of weird. And that's a very juicy target right there. I mean, yeah, there's not a lot of, offensive capability. There's a couple of T3, air facilities, and a RASCOM producing facility, but it'd be a nice just takeaway for Team 1's not PC. And with the death of Babushka, it is a 4v3 in favor of Team 2 once again. Any SMD, says Vulcan Lives. No. Why? You're building a nuke launcher. That's not a good idea. You need an SMD. Why are they building, says Mutulal. Oh, probably talking about that nuke. And there goes a nuke coming out here from Team 2. Again, from Arachnophobia. Now he's going for this target. And it is going to hurt. That's all I have to say. Scat, this looks like it's being... Actually, no. Average Smurf Enjoy is being... Oh, there he goes! Oh! Good thing I looked at him for a second where he was going. That is not a control K. That is a explosion kill. Boom. Where is Maximus Triple X's comment? Oh, boom. Come on. I want to see it. Come on. I want to see it. Kaboom. Takes out that nuke right there. That nuke guts. Landed there, taking out a core amount of non-PC's infrastructure. Now it gets everything from, of course, Average Smurf and Troy, but all already here says Vulcan Lives. Yep, that's, I mean... Oh, look, there she is. There's the Mavor. Actually, that's more of a he. Mavor's more of a he, for obvious reasons. In the south, everything's kind of just derailed. Team 1's non-PC and Chocobuns, I don't think they have the APM to be able to manage all of this at this point. Another nuke, this time coming out from Raw Legit. Where is this going? Oh, for the Scathis possibly? Probably. Possibly, maybe. Possibly, maybe. Yep. The order has been given. I love the Billy Nuke, says Vulcan Lives. Yep. The Billy Nuke is really, really good. Takes out a lot. Doesn't kill everything, but does a lot of damage. Team 2's Vulcan Lives rebuilds their Duke. So now 3 artillery pieces coming out from Team 2. And now all of that artillery is focused on those T3P gens. That's where the calm was hanging out. But now this is the main target. Does Team 2 know about it? Team 2 does not know about it. And that's going to hurt. That is going to hurt. Oh, it takes out those mass fabs. Shield protects some of those as well. ASFs essentially just did nothing most of the game. I don't think we had one major engagement. Noth is just going to rinse through that western side. Oh, taking out anything and everything. Oh, taking out all those AA emplacements. Ouch. I would have to say to that is ouch. But a couple of gunships here in the east. Some whalers going after AA emplacements, but I don't think it's going to go very well. I mean, now they're chewing through a couple of T3 AA, but seems like my team was good. I would like to watch replay, says Bedici. Yes, I would very recommend. Come watch the video. 1 hour, 10 minutes in this game. Come on, watch my commentary about it. I won't catch everything, but I'll catch a lot of things. Especially this defense down here. Man, Bedici. That thing was nuts. Drop overs are inbound, but not really going to go anywhere, unfortunately. Some do land. Don't even take out one of the shield capacities, or at least fully. That's got to hurt. Team 1's comm of non-PC hides behind or below an SMD. We see Chucklebuns. Doesn't look like he took a hit. Trying to rep up more, SMD coverage. Of course, he's diverted from the Mavor construction. 1 hour, 10 minutes in this game. I feel like we know what direction this is going, especially with the demise of 2 players. Somewhat back-to-back. There we go. It became good after auto-targeting on killing. That definitely helps. Oh, is he talking about the Ion Storms? He's talking about Sam's OP. Oh, yeah, Sam's OP. Yeah. Another nuke has been launched. Where is it going? Going over here. The SMD was built, but it has been loaded. Oh, no, the defensive wall. No! It takes out a huge chunk of it. Because why not? Oh, we have some missiles inbound. Will it be enough to take out that Duke? Let us see. Missiles are inbound. They are not enough. They are gone. They were not enough. A large amount of chickens to the east. And another wave of missiles inbound. Another wave as well. Oh, is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? Oh, they took out a lot of the shields. They're going after some mass fabs. They took out a lot of the shields. Is it enough? They didn't go after the artillery. That's Team Ping for 3rd. Nuke location, says Arachnophobia. The push to the west has occurred here for Bedici. He is sweeping that western side. Strap bombers trying to be thrown at their opponents, but I think it's a little too late at this point. Another nuke inbound, and another bunch of missiles are inbound as well. A lot of SMD was spammed up very quickly. There goes those Rascoms there, and those miasmas. That SMD, those TMD are not going to be enough. More and more TMD being built as we speak. Not going to be enough, unfortunately. They had one chance. There is no Maver. He is lying. Maximus, very visible, says Vulcan. No. Oh, takes a hit. Oh, shields. Last one shield online. We also have a satellite. Nuke's going to land right there. That is not going to hurt. We'll slow it down when that. Oh, another nuke is inbound. Nuke in this eastern position. The SMD is dead. Not dead, but isn't loaded. Team 1 had their own nuke. They launched it at the last second. And we'll get a nice okay, we'll slow it. Hold on. Slow down a little bit. Slow down a little bit. First nuke of the game here for Team 1 will officially land. Kaboom. Takes up a decent amount of the front line. And the missiles come in for good measure, but a little too late on that. The calm of Nod PC is taken up by Raw the Chicks Chickens. We have Chocobuns as the last surviving player on Team 1. Artillery raining in. We have a satellite somewhere running around. We have chickens inbound. We have everything is inbound. Nukes are possibly going to be inbound here pretty soon. SMD is not loaded. Building up some engineering stations. Pigeon is down. Second Pigeon will fall. That is, oh, the Mavroy is down. The Pigeons are down. And the comm of Chocobuns is being targeted directly. Yeah, oh, there it goes. There is the death of the last player on Team 1, making this a victory here for Team 2, the Southern team, in this game. 1 hour, 14 minutes in this game. Let me know down in the comments if you were right or wrong about who you chose to be the winner of this game. Please like the video. Please sub to the channel. Please comment down below whatever, thoughts at 2 a.m. in the morning you want to just, like, unload onto me. I don't mind it. I love hearing the comments. Love reading the comments. In terms of MVP, I mean, there's two obvious players, I feel like. There's Raw Legit on Team 2 and Beta G for Team 2. It's hard because obviously Raw Legit did a lot of work for his team securing the victory, but no, it's hard. He built another nuke. Look at that. And was it loaded? It was loaded. That's funny. It's hard because I really want to give it to Bertogi. He built it. Why not? Because he really held this position for such a long time against Babushka. They were both evenly matched, but this narrow neck of land is really what just won it in. I mean, Babushka, really what he could have done is he could have saw what was going on for Bertogi and just get, okay, I'll do the same thing. So he just retreats all the way back here and just hangs out. I mean, he could have done that. He didn't want to cede territory to Team 2's Bertogi, but I don't know. That was a lot of mass dump. In terms of reclaimed mass, 300,000 for Raw Legit, 273,000 for Bertogi. Combined totals of almost 600,000 mass. More mass reclaimed by those two players than essentially the entire enemy team. So that was a lot of mass that was thrown at Team 2's doorsteps. But I think, honestly, the fact that he held on for so long, he pushed, he fell back, he pushed, he fell back. I gotta give it. I think I gotta give it to Bertogi, Savoy, Pukan. Anyway, let me know down in the comments again how you say his name or any names in general. Again, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if I am right, wrong, kind of right, kind of wrong about my pick for MVP in this game. Please, again, thank you so much for watching to the end of this very long, almost 1 hour and 30-minute video, and I will see all of you in the next one.